Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little bell to get notified every time I post. So today we are just doing a quick update on my trying to conceive journey struggle. If you have not watched my first video on that, to get the full details, I'll leave that link down below. But to make long story short, I do have PCOS. I don't menstruate regularly, so that means I don't ovulate regularly, and my cycles vary anywhere from 100 to 120 days. So in the past 2 years, I have not had a natural ovulation that hasn't been induced, and I have not had a cycle shorter than 100 days. So I decided to go ahead and go see this lady that is a naturista in Spanish. That's what I think that's what it's called. She treats a lot of my family members, and she's done a really good job doing that. So that's why I had faith in her, and I decided to go ahead and give it a try. And so I went to go see her in May. I did a 1-month treatment, and that treatment ended in June. My cycle was already over 100 days at that point. And when I finished my treatment, around June 20th, I don't remember correctly, but at the kind of middle end of June, I finally got my cycle. But I didn't think anything of it because that cycle was already 120 days. So I was like, well, you know, in my mind, you know, that's normal. Normally around 120 days, that's when it's time for it to come. A long time, I know, 4 months. And so then I was like, okay, you know, well, I don't think it was the treatment, it was just my time, you know, the time for it to come. And I was like, okay, whatever. I went about my day regularly, and then about cycle day 20, I started getting like ovulation symptoms and TMI. I don't know, you know, TMI, but like well, y'all can Google it. You know, I started getting ovulation symptoms around day 20 and on, and normally I never, you know, ovulation symptoms mimic also like those, like PMS, and so I never ever get any kind of symptom that early on because my cycle doesn't come till like 120 days. So it could be a couple of months before I even feel anything. And it just kind of caught me off guard, and I was like just curious. So I went ahead and took an ovulation test. I really didn't think it was going to be positive. I didn't think anything of it, but I said, what the hell, you know, like I have some there just sitting there, might as well, I could just go ahead and take one. And it came out positive, and I was like, you know, in disbelief. I was like, you know, I have PCOS. They say that they're not very accurate. The ovulation tests aren't very accurate if you have PCOS. So I didn't really think anything of it, and I decided to take another one later on that day, and that one came out super positive. So then I was like, you know, like I guess I won't know until 2 weeks from now, and if I either, you know, end up pregnant or get my period, then that'll mean that I did in fact ovulate. And it was just really weird to me because I have never gotten a positive I have never gotten a positive ovulation test. The only times is when I was, like I mentioned in my previous video, taking Clomid or Femara, and those were obviously induced. So those were in like you know, a natural ovulation. So in the 2 weeks after that, I obviously kept having more and more symptoms. So I was either expecting, you know, a positive pregnancy test or my period, which we call Ivana, and that's just an inside story with me and my sister. So we started calling our period Ivana because We used to watch this novela back in the day. It's been a while, and the villain of the novela was, her name was Ivana, and she was really bad. So then we just started nicknaming our period Ivana, and then now everyone around us who knows us, they either know what we're talking about or they call it Ivana too. So now you know when we say Ivana, that's what we're talking about, and you can join us in calling her that too if you want. So back to my story. So July 29th, I went to the restroom and voila, Ivana was here. And that was 39 days, guys. 39 days for me. I have not had a cycle, like I mentioned, shorter than 100 days in the past 2 years. I went to my OBGYN, I've done keto, I've taken so many supplements, which I still haven't done my video on. I have a tub full of supplements that I've bought, that I've taken over the counter, medication prescribed by my doctor. I have done so many things, and I have never had a cycle that's not induced that is shorter than 39 days. So even though that meant I was not pregnant, I was so happy, and I'm still so happy because I have not had, like, wow, I'm still in disbelief. I'm so freaking happy, and I just really hope that it continues like this. And I have to give all the credit to Maria Elena, which is the naturista, or I don't know if that's how you call them, but I have to give her all the credit because I didn't do anything differently other than, I mean, yeah, I tried to go and, you know, be more active, go on walks, tried to kind of watch what I eat more, but it's not like you can say that, wow, you know, I've lost so much weight, because I haven't. And it's not like you say, oh yeah, she's super active, because I'm not. I mean, I try, but it's not like consistent like I would want. And obviously I haven't gone to the gym, and so there's like literally nothing else that I've done differently other than the treatment that she gave me. And I just, oh my gosh, like if I had faith in her before, like I completely, hands down, trust her, believe in her. She is just awesome. And I couldn't believe it. 39 days, and I know that's still like a little bit long, but for somebody like me that can go 120 days, like 39 days is a freaking miracle. So I was so happy. I just really wanted to share with you guys. I know it's not my happy ending or my positive pregnancy test or my I'm pregnant video, but hey, it's still something very positive. And just how I said in the first video, I wanted to share everything that goes on with you guys and bring you guys along. And I just was really excited to share this with you guys because I was so happy. I called my mom right away and told my sister, like, I just couldn't, like, it's little things like that that you take for granted when you're not going through some stuff like this. And I'm so thankful that I decided to go to her, and I just really pray that my cycles continue to get even more regular, and I am going to continue my treatments with her and hope that eventually she can just regulate my cycles. And hopefully my next update will be I'm pregnant video, and if not, then that's fine. But just as long as I can regulate my cycle, I can have a fair shot every month, and that's really all I asked for, all I wanted. And I'm just very thankful for her, and I'm very happy, and I just really wanted to share it with you guys. If you want the full details on what's been going on in the past 2 years, go and watch my other video and stay tuned. Hopefully I have good news soon, and I'm so thankful for her. I can't say it enough, and I was just so excited. I had to share it with you guys, and thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys coming along with me on this ride and feeling like I'm not by myself, I'm not alone. And I'm just so happy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video.